Guys, I hope you are all well. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a full week of workouts. I wasn't actually going to post this video, but I asked you guys on Instagram, would you like to see an old week of workouts from the first week of 2 from my bulk, because I never got around to posting it, and you said you want to see it anyway, so yeah, that's today's video. Obviously, disclaimer, I'm lifting heavier weights now. But yeah, I thought it'd be insightful for you guys to see anyway what my workouts look like on the first week or 2 on my bulk, because when I do eventually change around my workouts, you can see the adjustments I have made, you can see how much I've progressed with my weight as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let's get straight into it. So the first workout of the week was my glutes and quads workout. I split my leg days into 2 separate ones. So I do glutes and quads one day and then glutes and hamstrings another day. Now a reason why they are both glutes is because my main goal is really building those glutes. I find training glutes 2 times a week optimal for me, as I can really push myself on those sessions and it gives me enough recovery time in between. I know that some people like to train them more frequently, such as 3 times a week, but I personally wouldn't recommend training your glutes more than 3 times a week. You guys have actually seen this workout on my channel before in case you recognise it. It was in one of my gaining journal videos, but I thought I would run you through it quickly anyway. So for hip thrusts, we got a pyramid set. We got 4 sets of 12, 10, 8 and 6, and you are going to be increasing the weight each set to really push yourself. I like doing pyramid sets because it does push me to do more than what I would usually do if I was to do, say, 3 sets of 8 to 10. Next we got hack squat. As I mentioned in my gaining journal video, I am meant to be doing barbell squats here, which I am doing now since obviously I recorded that video because I've received my knee support. But I wanted to do a hack squat this day because my knees didn't feel the best and it just took a bit less pressure off my knees doing it on the machine. So here I focused on a 3 to 5 second descent, so really focusing on that slow and controlled movement going down. As you can see, I placed my feet a bit further up on the plate just so it can be a bit more glute focused. The lower you put them down, the more quad focused it will be. Next we got Bulgarian split squats on the Smith machine. The reason I do them on the Smith machine is just because it offers a bit more stability than what would a dumbbell, for example, or a barbell would offer. That's not to say I don't do dumbbell or barbell from time to time. I've just personally been enjoying doing them on the Smith machine at the moment. I think that is all about personal preference. If you prefer doing them with the dumbbells, do them with the dumbbells. If you prefer doing it on a Smith machine, then do it on a Smith machine. There is not one way that you should do it, although of course there are pros and cons to each version. So I would just say find the pros and cons and just see which one you prefer and what works best for you. But the Smith machine really just allows me to focus on the movement and mind-muscle connection. I done 3 sets of 8 to 10. Next I done some leg extensions to finish. I done 2 sets of 10 to 12. The reason I do 2 sets is because I do not feel the need to do 3 because I have already worked my quads quite hard throughout the workout and I push myself on these 2 sets, so I just don't feel the need for the extra set. Personally, I know some people do prefer doing 3 or 4 sets, so that is completely up to you and your preference and the way you like to train. And then I done the same with glute kickbacks. I done 2 sets of 10 to 12 of these as well, just to get that one last burn on my glutes and for some isolation work. Don't forget that your isolation work is just as important as your compound movements. Isolation exercises are basically exercises that really isolate that one muscle group. For glute cable kickbacks, obviously it's the glutes, so you really put in that resistance into that one area. The second workout of the week is my upper body workout, and I have grown very fond of training upper body. I have really been enjoying it, as I'm sure I've mentioned in another video. I don't know, it's just been so fun I just love it. I don't know, I just feel like it's just an amazing feeling lifting heavy weights as a female in a male dominated area. You just feel so strong. It's just so empowering. Anyway, so first I started off with barbell bench press, and I done 2 sets of 8 to 10 with lighter weight, and then I moved on to heavier weights for 2 sets of 6 to 8. I feel like upper body, like as a female, like I know it can be scary to lift heavy, but I promise you, you will not look like the Hulk after lifting some heavy weights. It takes years to get to that level. I have been training for 4 years personally, and yeah, guys, I have good muscles, but I do not look like the Hulk, okay? Not to mention, everyone's genetics are very different. For me, I genetically can put on muscle a bit more easier than the average person, I would personally say anyway. So yeah, there's so much to take into consideration, but I promise you, as a female, you are not going to look manly. You will just look strong, you will look powerful, and you will just look amazing. But anyway, next we are on to lat pull down. Here I'm doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Next we got dumbbell shoulder press. Now this is an exercise that I really want to try and get strong on. It's not one of my strongest points, the same as bench press. So these are 2 exercises that I really want to work on increasing my strength for. Here I am doing 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, and I am really trying to push for those final reps. As I have said many times before, becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable in my workouts. Next we go barbell bent over row. So we've done a pulling movement for the back, and now this is our rowing movement. So I either do barbell bent over row or I do cable seated row. The reason I'm doing barbell here is because the cable machine's actually taken. I usually opt for a cable if it's free, just because a barbell requires more work. Basically, you have to stabilize your body, include a lot more other muscles than what you would on a cable machine. Next we got push-ups. Now the reason I do push-ups is generally just because I love them. I've mentioned so many times before, but they just make me feel so strong and empowered. I done 2 sets of as many reps as possible, really pushing myself for those last reps. You have to remember that your mind fails before your body does. When you get to that point where you think you're going to reach failure, your mind will tell you you can't do it when indeed you can. So when you think you can't do one more, always try and push for one more. And then to finish off, we got some isolation work for the triceps. The reason I don't do bicep isolation is actually because I do have a back and biceps day where I can isolate them there. But I done 2 sets of 10 to 12. So my third workout of the week is glutes and hamstrings. I love this workout. I love anything that trains the glutes because I want a big fat juicy bum. But here I also done pyramid sets because, as I said, I just feel like pyramid sets for hip thrusts just motivates me to lift heavier and really put in more work, because hip thrusts are not an enjoyable exercise. They can feel uncomfortable, especially with the load on top of you. So I just feel like doing different rep ranges, increasing the weight each set is just a much better method for me personally. I do just want to quickly add here, guys, that I am planning on buying some mics because I got a new camera. I can now connect a mic to my camera. So I was thinking of getting some mics so I can do talk through workouts and I can do them super in detail for you guys. So if that's something you guys want, then let me know, because obviously they aren't cheap, but it's something that I'm willing to invest in a bit sooner if you guys really want it, so just let me know. Next we got 3 sets of 8 to 10 for RDLs. RDLs are an amazing exercise for the glutes. Some tips I would like to give you is place your feet just about shoulder width apart, externally rotate them slightly. When going back, do not think about lowering the weight. Instead, think about pushing your hips against an invisible wall behind you. I was having a bit of an off day with my form this day. Sometimes I get them and my form just isn't perfect, as you guys might be able to see. I am going past my active range of motion and using my back a bit too much, but yeah, we all have those days. I fixed it in the next session, so it's all good. Next we got glute ham raise. I like to structure this workout so it goes shortened movement into lengthened movement into shortened into lengthened, and I can't even speak, and so on. So I done glute ham raise, which is a shortened movement. I done 3 sets of 10 to 12, and then on the final set dropping the weight and going into as many reps as possible. Now this is an absolute killer. Give it a go, I dare you, because you will die. You will just simply die. The connection I get from this is insane. As you can see, I do externally rotate my feet quite a lot. This just personally helps me feel my glutes a bit more. I keep a rounded back and really concentrate on lifting my body up with my glutes rather than lifting with my back. Next we got a Smith machine reverse lunge. As I said earlier on in this video, I'm just loving the Smith machine at the moment. It's my new bestie. I just love the stability it offers and the fact that I basically don't have to stabilize myself and just really focus on that mind-muscle connection. It's important when you are doing unilateral exercises such as a reverse lunge that you're not pushing the weight up through that back foot. Obviously you can a little bit to assist you, but you want to really focus on pushing all that weight through the working leg, which will be your front leg in a reverse lunge. And to finish off, of course, we got an isolation exercise, which, like my other glute workout, is again a cable glute kickback for 2 sets of 10 to 12. I just come back from my 5-kilometer run. I'm dead. One thing that I will not be doing this bulk is neglecting my cardiovascular fitness. That is one mistake I made on my last bulk, and I went so unfit, so I'm definitely going to keep up with running at least once a week. That run did feel good. I did have quite a lot of stomach cramps for the first 3 kilometers, but they sort of went away then, but they were so painful. I didn't do a fast one. I just went at a nice pace, just enjoyed the run, well, tried to with my cramps. The last 2 kilometers, especially the last one, felt so amazing though. Hey guys, it's Ali from the future. I also just want to add something else quickly here. It is important to remember that your heart is also a muscle, so treat it like one. Train it, put it through challenging experiences, because it's all well and good being strong, but are you fit? I feel like people in the weightlifting community just seem to forget that their heart is a muscle and we got to train it, we got to give it some love too. So please, if you're bulking, don't be afraid of doing cardio. Even if you're just like doing sprints or something that don't burn as much calories as running, find something that works for you, something that you can do to train your heart. But yeah, so that's 2 workouts complete today. I got 1 more workout to complete this week now. The first exercise of the back and bicep workout is, of course, pull-ups. I love pull-ups now that I can actually rep them. I can do 5 now, guys. I think I've already told you this, but I can do 5 now. Are you proud of me? But anyway, I love pull-ups. If you can't do them yet, it's fine. You can do banded pull-ups or you can do pull-ups on the assisted pull-up machine. Whatever works for you. Do not get disheartened if you can't do them yet, because pull-ups is something that does take a long time to get. I have been literally training for 4 years now, and only this year have I done 5 pull-ups. So that just goes to show you. But anyway, then I went on to lat pull down for 3 sets of 8 to 10. It is not a back workout without a lat pull down, guys. You already should know that by now. Next we got cable seated row. I got a wide bar here. This is for no particular reason. I usually do it with a more narrow bar, but Megan wanted to try the wide bar for her workout because she was programmed it, so I just went ahead and done that with her. I done 3 sets of 8 to 10. This set did feel very hard. You can see that I am struggling, but that's what we want. We want to be uncomfortable, don't we, guys? Next we got some reverse flies. Again, this is not something that I usually do. It's just because Megan was doing it, I just decided to try it out because I never actually really done it before. I'd probably done it at the start of my journey, but never really knew how to do it and how to connect my muscles at that time. So I thought I'd give it a go, and damn, I really felt this. So it's probably something that I might think about incorporating in my next phase of training. So keep an eye out for that. I just went for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Next we got bicep curls. I like to do these alternating just because it allows me to focus on one side more at a time. Plus it gives your bicep, each bicep, a little rest in between to really push yourself a bit more. I just done 2 sets of 10 to 12 reps and really just pushed myself within those 2 sets. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Any outfits or supplements you have seen in this video are from Honor Active in the SN, for which I do have support links in the description. So if you do wish to shop them, then I would appreciate it so much if you could shop through my link, as it just supports me and my relationship with the brands. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!